If you want to be considered the GOAT, you got to have GOAT-like performances.
But who wants to see a woman miss layups?
I don't know what it is. She gets ejected, only plays 7 minutes, and her team wins.
Fans eagerly anticipated jaw-dropping performances and authentic moments that would demonstrate that Angel Reese was the true face of women's basketball. But when it came time to deliver, all she offered was a masterclass in frustration. Angel Reese had marketed Unrivaled as the future of women's basketball, a revolutionary league where WNBA stars could showcase their skills and earn better pay. The game was supposed to be a turning point in Reese's career, a moment where she established herself as one of the league's best players, but instead it turned into an unforgettable disaster. This fact alone made people wonder if she was truly the star she claimed to be on the court, or if the hype was beginning to fade. Reese's game was full of mistakes, including several missed layups that should have been automatic careless fouls that put her team in a bad position, and an attitude that swiftly turned the officials against her. Being a vocal leader is one thing, but it's quite another to support it with strong performances. On this particular night, Reese failed to deliver, and fans and analysts immediately took notice, igniting discussions about whether she was overhyped and whether her absence hurt the team instead of adding unnecessary drama. The game footage went viral on social media, raising even more questions. Was she actually improving the team, or was she just adding needless drama?
She has her worst professional pro game, and her team wins.
Angel Reese is important. To who? I have been covering Angel Reese for about 2 years now. I have yet to see her draw a single fly to a fresh turd. But according to Angel Reese, everything I do keep going viral.
This wasn't just a bad game. It was a turning point that might affect how others view her career going ahead. Will Reese be able to move over this humiliation? Or is this the start of something more serious? Why was she removed from the game? Now, let's discuss what exactly caused her to be removed. She barely played for 7 minutes before being removed, and everything transpired so quickly that the supporters were left in disbelief.
She had 15 rebounds, 5 offensive ones, and she missed 5 shots. And I don't know why that happens, but the less she plays, the more successful her teams are. That feels like Andre Drummond, does it not?
It wasn't just a bad game. It was a complete breakdown of composure and confidence. Let's take a closer look at it. She missed 5 layup shots that any elite player should be making while they sleep. She committed multiple fouls, putting undue pressure on her team. She got a technical for arguing with the referee after a call she didn't like. Instead of taking a deep breath to calm herself and reset her mindset, she continued to complain and react emotionally, leading to another technical foul, and eventually, she was ejected in what seemed like a matter of seconds. What's even more shocking is that she never attempted to gather herself. Instead, she let her frustration take full control. In sports, emotions can be a powerful tool, but only when handled properly. Rather than using her rage to fuel a comeback, she let it ruin her entire night. She was clearly frustrated based on her body language, and her exchanges with the officials only made matters worse. Her night ended before it had really started because the effort she invested in the argument could have been used to demonstrate why she belonged on the court.
She came back, claimed that Sports Illustrated was running clickbait because they put out an article that said Angel Reese became the first player to be ejected from Unrivaled. It's literally not clickbait. It was true. Everything I do keep going viral.
What ought to have been a display of her talent instead became a highlight reel of errors, lost chances, and passionate outbursts. This wasn't simply a bad game. It was a turning point, and not in a positive manner. Fans were left wondering if this was a one-off event or a symptom of more serious problems. Naturally, the internet jumped in on the drama right once, with memes, jokes, and criticism pouring in like a flood. Things like, Angel Reese is proving she's all drama, no dominance, which made her more famous for controversy than her basketball talents, were all over Twitter and Instagram. Angel Reese is breaking down while Caitlin Clark is breaking records. This wasn't just a bad game. It was a full-fledged spectacle, and to make matters worse, Reese posted cryptic tweets on social media, even implying that her ejection was motivated by race. To add even more controversy, This occurred on the first day of Black History Month.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Black History Month. Y'all know I had to be the first. Seriously. So she just claimed that she got thrown out because she's the victim of racism.
When it's not going well for you, claim racism.
She came out, made it about race, and got crushed.
But let's face it, her breakdown had nothing to do with race. Rather, it had to do with how she handled pressure, or in this case, how she didn't handle it. Let's change the subject and discuss the wider problem. The WNBA's poor pay were intended to be addressed by Unrivaled. Giving players the opportunity to play in a competitive league and earn real money was hailed as a revolutionary step for women's basketball that would finally place players in the financial spotlight they deserve. Fans were promised fierce competition, well-known players, and a revolution in the way women's basketball is perceived. But after only 3 weeks of play, the sport is already beginning to falter rather than flourish. The league's buzz is waning quickly, and the attendance figures are absolutely agonizing. Arena's Unrivaled is having trouble even filling a small 800-seat stadium. Let that sink in. 800 seats, and they still can't get spectators in the door. Some games only draw 75,000 viewers, which is insignificant when you consider the millions of people who watch even mediocre men's basketball games. Without elite performances and high-profile rivalries, the league isn't getting the attention it sorely needs. If that wasn't bad enough, one of the biggest names in the sport is unmatched. Only a few days after announcing this league as the future of women's basketball, Angel Reese is already looking to leave. Hold on a minute. Everyone on Twitter is eager to return to Chicago.
She used proper pronouns when addressing her colleagues in the WNBA. Can't wait to get back to Chicago. Really?
And then says, I can't wait to get back to Chicago, man. This person said, don't do that. You spent days bragging about how great Unrivaled is. I mean, that is garbage. We told you people wasn't going to tune in for this league. We tried to tell you that. Oh, no, watch. Angel's going to ball. You can't argue with 76,000 viewers.
Wasn't she the same player who kept saying that 800 was a better financial option than the WNBA? Now, all of a sudden, she wants to go back to earning $73,000 in the WNBA when Unrivaled is paying her $250,000 for a brief season. Something doesn't seem right here, and she's realizing that. Without the star power of players like Caitlin Clark, Unrivaled isn't the game changer she had hoped it would be. Without a genuine face of the league, Unrivaled is finding it difficult to draw in casual basketball fans. And let's face it, without fans, big-time ratings of players like Reese are already searching for a way out. The money won't last. What does that indicate about the league's long-term viability? Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. The disparity grows. This situation makes it very evident that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are becoming more and more distant from one another. Caitlin Clark lets her game speak, while Angel Reese depends on drama on social media. While Reese is complaining about low WNBA earnings, Clark is breaking records. Clark also has endorsements from Gatorade and Nike State Farm. Reese joined Unrivaled and is currently attempting to leave, whereas Clark rejected Unrivaled knowing it wasn't serious. The big question everyone is asking is, what's next for Angel Reese? She's at a pivotal point in her career and has two options. Clark didn't need a gimmick league to stay relevant. She built her brand through skill and consistency, which is why she turned down an unrivaled $1 million deal because she saw this disaster coming a mile away. Reese then jumped in, only to realize that without Clark, Unrivaled is struggling to attract viewers. Refocus on her game, put in the effort, and demonstrate that she is among the best. If she can improve her consistency and quiet her detractors with elite play, she could restore her reputation and secure her place in the WNBA for years to come. She could also continue to play the villain, depending more on social media antics and controversy than on her actual basketball skills. Her outspoken personality and confidence were refreshing at first, but now people are beginning to wonder if she is more talk than action. If she doesn't start delivering real results on the court, the drama will get old quickly and she will fade into the background. Her brand is largely built on controversy and social media. This strategy has undoubtedly kept her in the spotlight thus far, but how long will that last? Fans be entertained by drama before they move on to the next big thing? Without elite performances to support it, interest can only last so long. Here's the thing, basketball lovers. Winners of love. Women's basketball is at a pivotal moment. It's a sport on the rise, gaining more visibility and gaining new fans at a rate we haven't seen before. But in order to really take the next step, it needs players who can perform at an elite level. Caitlin Clark is a prime example of someone who doesn't need to create drama to stay relevant. Instead, she lets her game do all the talking and dominates headlines without even trying. That's exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing. She's shattering records, establishing new benchmarks, and demonstrating that excellence transcends drama. She's producing history, not excuses. She is inspiring the next generation of young athletes who are watching and hoping to be just like her, which is what superstar women's basketball needs. She is also drawing record-breaking TV audiences, not criticizing referees, and leading with confidence without causing needless distractions. The world is watching every game, every move, every moment matters, and Angel Reese, on the other hand, is at risk of becoming a cautionary tale. She is a talented player whose off-court controversies overshadow her on-court potential. She has the skills, physicality, and presence to be one of the greats, but instead of making headlines for dominant performances, she is doing so for the wrong reasons. She is caught in a cycle of drama, and unless she breaks free from it, she might not leave the legacy she desires. Reese, at last, take the initiative. There is not much time left for her to change things. After all, basketball fans want results, not just personality, so she needs to silence the critics and show that she is more than just talk. Or will she keep going in the same direction and allow controversy to define her reputation rather than excellence? Caitlin Clark consistently produces those outcomes, so if Angel Reese wishes to be mentioned as one of the greatest, she must follow suit. And there you have it. Another crazy chapter in the world of women's basketball has begun. Angel Reese had a memorable night, but the internet isn't letting her go. The big question now is whether she will recover stronger or if the pressure is finally getting to her. One thing is certain, though, this rivalry between Reese and Caitlin Clark isn't going anywhere. Before you leave, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.